What's good? It's your boy Tab Money. Today I'm gonna talk about Gnosticism or Gnostic Mysticism. Basically, Gnostic Mysticism is all about the spiritual practices of Gnosticism and stuff like that. Now I don't know if I'm pronouncing Gnosticism right, but it's hard for me to pronounce it with an overbite in my mouth. But basically, Gnostic mysticism is all about dealing with the archons, the eons, or I think that's what it's called. Dealing with Monad and Sophia, many of the deities that surrounded it. It's all about ascension, dealing with psychic abilities and stuff. Basically, no one face reincarnation or coming back to this earth, but really reaching the world of light or reaching to the realms of light and stuff like that. Deals with the Kabbalah tree of life as well, so on and so forth. So when it comes to Gnostic mysticism, it's Christian mysticism or mixed with Christian mysticism. It's like the earliest teachings before Christianity and Catholicism and stuff like that. But basically, it formed in Greece. And you know what I'm saying, where a bunch of philosophers were coming up with ideas about certain mystic beliefs and stuff, and Gnostic mysticism was come up. It's all about, Sophia creating a child out of herself and self-creation, I guess. And the child was horrified looking and throw the child in the void. Yeah, I think his name is Ibumov. I can't pronounce it right now, but yeah, I'm gonna say Samael because it basically go by that name according to the connection to the Old Testament Bible or something. I don't know if Samael is in it, but it basically considered the heavenly God, evil God or something. Basically putting us in this physical world and a form of prison, a form of slavery, being attached to our, being, fully connected to our physical bodies every day of living in the physical world, not having our supernatural abilities or something in that between. But with really Gnostic mysticism, you're dealing with all types of pleasures and stuff. Within Gnostic mysticism, Jewish people practice Gnosticism, Masonry practice Gnosticism in some degrees. So that's what it really comes down to. But Gnostic mystics are full on into the Gnostic beliefs and teachings, but picking up certain pieces of it or go fully by all of the practices of it to reach Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is also connected to Gnostic mysticism and stuff like that. And really, you can dive deeper into Gnosticism and become a mystic, practice meditation and all this other stuff. And that's what really is a similar story to the Bible as well when it comes to the lore, the mythology of Gnostic cosmology and stuff like that. So that's what Gnostic mysticism is, It basically deals with getting connected with the eons or the archons, or the different realms of beings and stuff like that. There's videos on YouTube that explain the different realms or different planes of dimensions of what Gnostic teach and stuff. But it's hard for me to put in words. I do watch the videos, but not that much. So Gnostic mysticism is basically you dealing with Gnostic beliefs, Gnostic teachings in the common era back in the time before when Christianity, Catholicism. Now, when it comes to the history of it, only the enemies or the people who opposed Gnostic mystics carry the studies and the teaching that they teach. But we don't know if it's fully official what was teaching the negative side of Gnosticism, because it probably was practiced in a supernatural way back in the Common Era when Gnosticism was formed due to these philosophies and philosophers, or it could be just what the enemies say about them through their literature or books about how Gnosticism mystics were. But you can practice Gnostic mysticism and be connected to the eons or the archons, even Sophia and so on and so forth in most of the Gnostic teachings. And that's what it really come down to with Gnostic mysticism. You're dealing with the eons, the archons, the monad, which is a being that had no physical form or in that matter, and Sophia, which is wisdom and stuff. So there's many different stories within Gnosticism, mysticism and stuff. I can't pronounce it. Yeah, I think his name is Ibumov or something. I can't pronounce it right now, but he's supposed to be the heavenly God, or the God of the Old Testament. But he's basically the God of the Old Testament, I guess. Or that's what they consider him as, the God of the Old Testament. But I don't know exactly, because I'm not really a Gnostic mystic. I'm more of a hoodoo practitioner. And, I already posted a video about Afro American hoodoo on hoodoo and stuff like that. But I hope you can understand. I'm going to write in the description more about what I mean by Gnostic mysticism or Gnostic belief in general. But, but that's all I can say right now. So, this is your boy, Tab Mike. You can look out for my other videos and stay tuned. So, peace.